The Food and Drug Administration and the Health Department are investigating columnists admitted to using an unregistered vaccine. Tulfo reveals he received a Sinopharm shot in October last year. He adds he was inoculated alongside some government officials and members of the presidential security group. He claims President Duterte even knew about this, but Malacañang says it is leaving that to the Ombudsman. Tulfo explains he wanted to know the effects of the vaccine after he applied to be one of its distributors. We now go above and beyond the headlines with Mr. Ramon Tulfo. Mr. Tulfo, welcome to Newsnight. Well, let's begin with this. You've said that you got the shot in October last year. So let's set this aside first because you were or are special envoy to China, a government appointment. So in October, when you took that shot, were you still special envoy to China, as far as you know?
If we're technical about it, I don't know if I was still special envoy to China or not when I got the vaccine, because my appointment is 6 months, every 6 months, and I was not able to renew it because of the pandemic. If I also thought that my appointment was still on, because it was not revoked. Also, I also didn't know that my appointment is still ongoing. Pia?
Okay. But as far as you know, sir, because you said every 6 months yung 6 months ang
Every 6
kumbaga
months.
tenure nitong special envoy to China appointment. So kailan po nag-end yung 6 months? Because like you said, you didn't renew it last year, so 2020. When did it end? June 2020, March 2020? What month did that 6-month period end?
Probably in March 2020, and I didn't renew it because of the pandemic.
Okay, March 2020, and no one from Malacañang contacted you, no one from the Department of Foreign Affairs contacted you about that. What we're trying to do here lang po, sir, is to establish whether you were or were not special envoy to China at the time.
I don't know about the appointment. The appointment was neither revoked nor renewed, so I was in limbo.
Okay. Okay. Well, sir, kumbaga beside the point na rin yung whether special envoy to China kayo or not, you know, a lot of people are saying, pero wala pa kasing emergency use authorization, EUA, ang Sinopharm, Sinovac, any of the Chinese vaccines. But at the time you took it, wala pa siyang EUA, but you still took it. And some people are insisting that this was an illegal act on your part. Was it illegal?
I didn't see it that way when I took the vaccine. Neither illegal nor immoral, because I was doing it for my prospective clients. You see, I was applying to become a distributor of the local pharmaceutical company here, which was having negotiations with Sinopharm through its subsidiary in Singapore.
Okay. And now that you bring up that point, some people saying that there is a potential conflict of interest here, because if you were or are at that time special envoy to China, or even after that appointment, what were you doing trying to become a local distributor of a Chinese-made vaccine?
My appointment as special envoy is honorific, and I don't receive any compensation from the government. And the conflict of interest argument is not valid, because I didn't use my position to get the vaccine.
Okay. You've said, sir, that you took the vaccine alongside other government officials. You might want to share with us who they are, but at the very least, can you tell us if they are with the executive, legislative, judiciary? Are they armed forces or police officials? Do you know who they were or are, and how many were they?
All of the above, executive, legislative, armed
All of
forces.
the above. Okay, when you say
Yeah.
executive, are you speaking about cabinet secretaries?
Yes. Yes, I learned from the source. In yes, the members of the Presidential Security Group, and yes, some local officials. But I'm not at liberty
Local
to divulge
officials, meaning mayors
their
and
identity.
governors? Yeah.
Uh,
Local officials, mayors, governors, congressmen?
a local uh, former governor was injected together with me at that time. I recall, and a
Oh,
police official.
magkasabay kayo.
Yeah, sabay, sabay. Yung first
Police
time,
official. Where,
the first time
okay. Yeah.
a local government official, and then the second time with a police official.
Oh, Metro Manila po ba yun, na mayor or governor? In what province, which region? Region 3,
Hindi
4,
siya Metro
1,
Manila. Hindi
2,
siya hindi
5?
not no, not Metro Manila. Former governor. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm interested, sir, saan po kayo na vaccinate? Hindi naman po sa isang ospital, no? Was it in a private establishment, in your home, in a government office? Where?
If I told you, I would be divulging my source, the source of the vaccine. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, pero government, was it public property or private property?
Private property.
Private.
Private.
Okay. Sir, so yeah, okay. So you're saying executive, legislative, judiciary, AFP, PNP, mga ilan po 'yon, sir? How many
Judiciary,
officials?
I'm not aware about, but legislative, executive,
Ah,
and police, military, yes. I'm not
can you
aware
tell
of the
us how many?
numbers.
Would you know?
Yeah, I'm not aware of the numbers, but
Okay. Yeah.
I was told that it's by the thousands.
Oh my, thousands. Okay. Sige, 1,000. 1, 2,000. Sir, just to clarify, kanina, kasi ang sabi po ninyo, according to my source, yung iba na bakuna sa ganito-ganyan. Pero ang sabi po nyo, yung isa at least, you're sure, former governor at isang police official na kasama nyo. So, in other words, you have no personal knowledge of the others. Yun lang yung kinwento sa inyo ng inyong source.
Yes, but yung dalawa, kasabay ko yun. The first vaccination, former governor, for a local former local official, and the second, a police official.
Did you pay for it, by the way, sir? You paid for that, and how much was it? Or was it a donation?
No, the source of the vaccine is a philanthropist, and he wanted to contribute to fighting the coronavirus by bringing in
Philanthropist,
the
so a
vaccine,
big businessman.
even without the approval
Okay, all
of
right.
the FDA.
Of the FDA. Okay. And sir, my last question, Mr. Tulfo, itong, because there's talk about investigation, investigan daw ng FDA, Health Department, etc. But people are saying, yung sa PSG na nga, that was around the time, October, November, after the gulo, the controversy, binigyan din pala ng compassionate permit ang Sinopharm for that PSG vaccination. So what do you think of that?
I don't know if the PSG was given the compassionate vaccination. I'm not aware of that. But at the time that
Okay.
members of the PSG and some government officials and myself were vaccinated, there was no compassionate use permit.
Okay, okay. Well, let's just hope na lang po na eventually bigyan ng FDA ng EUA yung firm ng vaccine na binigay sa inyo. Anyway, Mr. Montulfo, sir, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Salamat po. Thank you for your time.